I just can't express enough how important it is to be prepared prior to bringing your puppy home. We are going to go through the puppy preparation checklist from my book. So the puppy preparation checklist. The first thing that you need, Harper, is a crate. I like the wired crates the best because they have the divider in them and the dog can see through it, and they're collapsible too, so it's really easy to transport. Where they have the divider in is perfect. The crate should only be big enough that the puppy can lay down in it and turn around in it. And then, you know, have enough room to put a little bowl in there during the mealtime as well. So this is perfect. That's why I like the wire one with the divider too, because the puppy can grow into the crate. The next thing on the puppy preparation checklist is dog food, of course. So what are you guys feeding her? Number 3 is food and water bowls. So I just would say don't get plastic ones because they can chew on them and we're gonna be putting them in the crate. So water should always be available. I don't give water in the crate. You should feed the puppy in the crate and have a water bowl like outside of the crate. Number 4, training treats. These Stella and Chewy's ones are really great. I like any kind of like freeze-dried healthy treats. So you're gonna need a lot of training treats, of course. And these are big. They can always be broken up into pieces. Number 5, toys. I think you have a lot of toys, don't you? So obviously make sure she has tons and tons of toys for the teething. And then along with that is the chewing objects. So that's kind of outside of the toys. Like young puppies, these make good chewing objects for, but other ones are like the bully sticks, antlers, Himalayan chews. You want to make sure that have a ton of toys and chewing objects to be able to redirect her to. The next thing is a collar, harness, and leash. What's most important, I would say right away, is just the collar. Just getting her really comfortable with it. Like she won't be going on walks for a little while, so it's totally fine to not get the harness until she can fit into it. But just getting her comfortable with like the feeling of the collar and a leash before she goes on walks. The next thing is optional, but it's baby gates. So that's optional if you want to block off certain areas of the house. The next thing on the list is a brush. So along with that is toothbrush and toothpaste too is the next item. So with those things, you just want to start off getting her used to the feeling of it. She's going to be losing these teeth, so it's not, you know, super important that it's these teeth that are brushed, but you should just start getting the dog used to being brushed, the toothbrush, all of that right from the start. I'm a huge advocate for grooming, just getting the dog comfortable with grooming, because so many people neglect it, you know, until the dog is like 6 months old and then goes to the groomer and then doesn't want to be touched or anything. So really important to get her used to it right away. And it's normal for the puppy to just try to bite at it. Good girl. So that also goes hand in hand with touching like in between her toes. Oh, good girl. Good kisses. Her ears. Just getting her used to being touched all over the place so there's no issues when she does go to the groomer or the vet. When you need to cut her nails, you should definitely start doing that early. Start everything early, right? Yes. Yes. Oh, what a good girl. The next thing on the list is ear cleaning solution, which goes hand in hand with the grooming as well. Start cleaning her ears at a young age, get her used to it, and obviously for the health of that. The next thing on the list is a dog shampoo, but for puppies, you should definitely get a puppy shampoo that's specific, just because their skin and their coat is really more delicate, so they need the extra sensitive ingredients that is in a puppy shampoo. Kind of touched on this, but the next thing on the list is dog nail clippers. You should definitely begin cutting your dog's nails very young, and when they're puppies, they're probably gonna need their nails cut like once a week to start, just because their nails grow so fast. Honestly, when puppies are this small and their nails are this small, I usually start off just using like human nail clippers, like the bigger ones. So once the puppy gets a little bit bigger, I like the scissor style nail clippers. I know a lot of people use Dremels now too, and honestly, I just have never used it. The scissor style just works for me. Super important that you start right away doing that so that they're quick and the nail doesn't grow out. Because if the quick, like the blood in the nail grows out, you can never cut that. So it hurts them if their nails are like permanently super long. So the next thing on the list is poop bags. Of course, so you're gonna need lots of poop bags. Next thing is a treat pouch or carrier. So you're gonna be using a lot of treats. If I don't have this on me, I literally just have a bag of treats in every single room, outside, inside. Treats, treats, treats in the beginning of training, which we will get into when we do a lot of the command training. Okay, so the next thing on the puppy preparation checklist is first aid supplies. So by this, I just like to have things to like clean out wounds or something with. Just with my veterinary background, I like to use chlorhexidine, so I like to have that on hand just in case the dog is to get something that wouldn't necessarily need a vet. Obviously, if anything ever happens and you're not sure, you should always take your dog to the vet. I like to have the chlorhexidine with gauze and then the pre-wrap, just in case there's some kind of not super deep cut or anything that just needs to be cleaned out and keep sterile. Last thing on the puppy preparation checklist is heartworm flea tick preventative. So you definitely want to consult your vet about this, just figuring out which kind is okay for a new puppy to be on, because there are some that the dog can't be on until they're about 6 months old. So definitely consult your vet about that, but there's a lot of different options. There's like home remedy kind, but you definitely, especially if you live in a warmer climate, want to get your puppy on that ASAP. And you can be all set and be proactive about everything before an issue happens, that you have these items to redirect her to when she is teething. So very important. I'm going to quickly go through everything on it, just list it. So the crate, dog food, food and water bowls, training treats, toys, chewing items, collar, harness and leash, baby gates optional, brush, dog toothbrush and toothpaste, ear cleaning solution, dog shampoo, dog nail clippers, poop bags, treat pouch, carrier, first aid supplies, and the heartworm, flea, and tick preventative. So I feel like so many people get a puppy and they're just not prepared for it at all. I am just so huge on the preparation part of the process, because it just ensures that everything goes so much smoother. Like if you didn't have the crate set up and you just had a larger crate from your older dog, and then she's having accidents in the crate because it's too big, it just really can backtrack everything if you don't start off on the right foot. So the second the puppy walks in the door, you should make sure that you have all of these things.